And let's not forget, these objects are being seen on other cameras, not just the FAA cams, looking in the same direction. This one is quite scary because this was in Sumner, South Carolina. Yeah. And I didn't really notice it at first, but I mean, I swear it appears, if you follow my cursor, that there's a huge blue planet back here blocking out all the light. Look how the sun just stops. The light just stops right there. Okay? You seeing that? And then we've got our red cratered planet right here rolling around in front of it. And did you know that Nibiru has a moon? That's right. It does. Has a moon. In the old Sumerian text, it tells you Nibiru had a small moon that followed it along. So is that crater, that large little moonlet thing that follows that cratered planet around? I don't know. But doesn't that sky look a little scary right there? I guess that could just be open dark blue sky, but why is the sun right here? And no light seems to penetrate up here. It's like it's squeezing under the base of a large planet. Just my observation, you guys. Tell me what you think. And a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. She was pregnant and crying out in birth pains and the agony of giving birth. And then another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his head 7 diadems. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because I'm going to revert back to what the TRAPPIST system is. The great red dragon, I believe, could represent the red dwarf star. Okay, and also it brings up in Revelations about wormwood, a great star. So you've got a great red dragon with 7 heads. Okay, I believe that's the 7 planets. 10 horns. I believe that could be the debris coming off the back of these planets as they come toward us will look like horns. Or it could possibly be the small moons. Most planets have small moons, right? Or small satellites. And on his heads, it says on his heads, 7 diadems. Now, I'm not really sure what to do with that. But then it goes on to say here, his tail swept down 1/3 of the stars of heaven and cast them to earth. And the dragon stood before the woman who was about to give birth, so that when she bore her child, he might devour it. Okay, so what is going to sweep down 1/3 of the stars of heaven? Now, if you've got a miniature solar system swinging by, that might make some sense. Because remember, they're comparing this Nibiru system to about the size of Jupiter and its Jovian planets. So it can easily go between Jupiter and like Saturn. But it still has its planets with it. Okay, so anyway, that's where I was going with the whole red dwarf star, a great star, wormwood. I don't know, I'm just trying to link it all together. You guys, I'm not saying that that's how it is. And then right here, it says located 40 light years away. So which is it? Is it nearby? Because to me, like, nearby is like the moon is nearby. Mars is somewhat nearby. To me, 40 light years away is not nearby, you guys. You know what I mean? So that right there was a little telling. And when you look at the guy's, look at his, when he's telling it.
The big news is that around a very nearby cold small star, we found 7.
Notice he said nearby, a very nearby.
Sorry about that.
Big news.
Rocky, Earth-sized planets, all of which could potentially have liquid water.
I don't know, he just seems a little nervous to me, like right here when he's talking about it.
Fantastic discovery.
He's got his leg crossed, he's holding his leg up to himself. He's telling me he's a little nervous about what he's talking about. You know, do you get that impression? He's not exactly comfortable with what he's saying. And her, too.
You see a lot of them sort of in the sky whipping by in very short orbital periods.
And she's telling you how fast these things are whipping by. Now, if something's 40 light years out in space, even with a telescope, our best, pointed at it, it's going to appear like a big black sky with some white dots. You know, and they tell us all the time. You know, we'll sit and focus a camera or a telescope on a certain section of the sky and wait for something to dim. You know, because a planet is passing in front of it, or one of its little moonlets or whatever. One of its satellites passes in front of it, it dims slightly, and then we go, oh my God, there's something passing in front of it. And okay, so 40 light years away. So I'm trying to figure out how it could be that far away. They know so much about it, and yet it's very nearby. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. And when you look at this planet, there was 2 different planets captured on these cameras at South Carolina. This one's got huge stripes on it. You seeing that? I can't darken it up anymore for you, but you should be able to see that. Huge, definite stripes of some type of topography going on this planet. Okay, you guys, we're at UMMC Jackson West. It is Sunday, 12/17/23. Our object is sitting over in the Louisiana area, or at least that's where these cams are. Look at all the weird rippling that's going across the top of that as the light reflects off of it. Sorry, you guys, I sound kind of bad because I've got a sinus infection. Anyway, got a sinus thing going on. Sorry, bear with me. But yeah, look at that right in there. Wow. Looks different there, doesn't it? I'm just going to back it up a little bit. But yeah, so there's a totally different location. I'm going to show you where quickly, because my battery's about ready to go out here. Where this is. See it? It's right there. But when we back out on the map, I don't know why it's like that. Hold on. I'm going to click off for a minute. See where this cam is? It's down here by Florida. Okay, so it went into refresh mode and I lost it. Darn it. Where was I? I was looking west, wasn't I? Oh, there it is. There it is. See, you guys. You thought I was playing trickses, huh? No trickses here. So are you looking at it? Would you just look at it? Alrighty then. And also I was thinking about, you know, with all these rogue planets and new galaxies that we've found so nearby, why would you invest so much energy and time looking at 40 light years out into space? Why wouldn't you just check out all the new stuff that's been recently talked about and located right next door? Wouldn't that make more sense? You know, and one of the codes and ethics of the Illuminati, or the so-called people in charge, is they have to tell you. And they always are known for putting things in plain sight or in plain view. And it's up to you to figure it out, you know? So it sets you off on a journey to try and figure out what is the real meaning and the purpose. Just a thought.